Hello, Libra. Ooh. This is your reading for the first week of May 2020. It's a general reading. Oh, that's why. So, looks like that in the past you've been having a lot of fun. Feeling a lot of cool things with the friends, I see. Oh. But you're really worried about working on your current crafts, your hobbies, things like that. You're showing a good front, lots of good cheer and having fun with the friends, calling family members, like just being that overall rock and just having fun with, again, friends or family, loved ones, whatever. But in the back of your mind, you were just constantly like, but I'm supposed to be working on my stuff. I'm supposed to be working on my stuff. I'm supposed to be working on my skills. And almost to the point of like kind of beating yourself up about it, like I should be working on my skills. And now, because you're stuck at home like the rest of us, you have been really again wanting to go back to the drawing board, so to speak, when it comes to your career or whatever you're passionate about, because you want to get back into this like apprentice type energy where you're seeing it with new eyes. So even though this thing that you're working on that is your thing, you want to start off and go kind of like, not necessarily the beginning, but just get more student-like when it comes to the things that you're learning about in order to help you with your next steps, because it's like you really want to be at a certain place in your life when it comes to your career, and you're noticing that you're not there. And if it's not your career, like I say, your passion, because sometimes people might have two jobs but they're still working on the passion that they want to be the thing in the future that pays the bills, right? So yeah, in that sense, whatever your passion is, that is the thing that you're just like, you don't want to budge on this, but you feel like the situation that we're in now, that maybe you shouldn't be focusing on it, but you're kind of like fighting yourself on this, like, should I not, what am I gonna do? And in the future, it looks like you are gonna be able to figure out what it is with your appearance that will help you with this, but you're also going to find success. The only thing that will then hinder you is anxiety, because Libras are known for having quite a bit of anxiety. Actually, I feel like air signs in general, because you're mental, it's like, your greatest strength is also your greatest weakness. So, Libras can be a master of disguise, and then they get anxiety thinking that no one knows who they are. And it's like, yeah, because we all know the different versions of you. So in this time, work on that anxiety. I know a lot of this coronavirus has been making people mental health situations, it's exasperating it basically. And for you, I would say definitely use some like grounding meditation during this time, like where you do like 5 deep breaths in, 5 deep breaths out. You can even do 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, right? To make sure that they're actual full breaths in and full breaths out. Because that breath out is going to be what's important for you. You'll notice that, oh wow, normally when I do this, I'm not pushing enough air out. Yeah, you're breathing in 5, but you're breathing out 3 normally. So work on that with the anxiety, friend, because you're going to get your success. It's just keep working on it. Don't sit around like, I'm unsure, consideration. Just make sure that you're taking care of your mental health in the future, because it's just not going to really help you if you feel scattered. Again, use your thing as a strength. You can, I don't want to say ignore, but like, that emotions are temporary. So don't fall into the pitfall of them. So just like how you can be that master of disguise with different people, do it for yourself. Like, when I'm with blank, I'm able to be on point and whatever. Pretend like blank is there and do it yourself, basically. Okay? What else do we got? And be honest. Be clear about what you want at this current time, because it looks like one of the reasons why you were really worried about your money and things like that, because it seemed like there kept being all these like mishaps, and you keep looking at what could have been, looking to the past a bit about, okay, so this is where I messed up, this is where I didn't do this right, but it looks like you're not focusing on the right things. It's like sometimes when like things don't work out for us, we'll think, oh, I did this wrong. You have like 5 things you did wrong. Then you talk to the person, and actually only 2 out of those 5 things were an issue, but then there's 3 other things that they actually had a problem with. So 3 of the things you were thinking about weren't even like a problem. Like, that's actually your own personal insecurity. Like, oh, they don't like me because of this reason. No, you don't like you because of that reason. So it's almost, so that's what I mean by like not telling yourself the truth, not having that clarity, being confused in that way when it comes to your mishaps. But it looks like you have a spiritual friend coming in, or at least just a loyal friend. I feel that. Could be a Virgo. And they want to communicate and talk about having some new experiences. They're going to come in and be nostalgic. Either they have just come in or they're coming in soon. It's kind of in between energy of now and the future. So, yeah. Okay, I feel that. Oh, and talk to this friend about how you were feeling like you lost out on some things. Like, sometimes getting things like that off your chest. I feel like venting, I realize like venting is very different from gossiping. Sometimes you vent stuff out and then you realize, wow, that sounded dumb later or something, or like, oh, I'm just happy I got that off the chest. Or you hear yourself say something, you're like, that don't even sound right. So it's almost like you need to like have a friend and chat with them and kind of vent some stuff out, so then you can almost like hear yourself, because romantically you've been healing over like finding out that someone you were with has been dating other people or something like that. And jealousy is natural for most people. I always like to joke that I don't get jealous, but like, unless it's 2 specific ass things. So then I just tell people that, but I feel like you didn't know what yours was. It's like, oh, I never knew that thing makes me feel jealous. And you're actually healing over like, oh, so that's where that was coming from. I was feeling jealous. But I don't even think that, I feel like this is a message for people who aren't committed to someone, like you're not dating someone. Well, no. It's more like you're dating someone, you're not committed to them. So if you're in a committed relationship, I would say then that would be more about any past traumas from maybe a past relationship that's affecting your current relationship. So right now you have this energy. So after that, you're going to have this energy of like, you know what? I'm about to have new aspirations, basically, when it comes to love and your career, because you want to make sure that you're going full throttle towards it. That's basically like this energy. It's just like balls to the wall, I'm going forward with this, rushing in quickly. But it's almost like a little out of control, like, so make sure you kind of don't act too manipulative while you're trying to push forward, because that will only add to this like issue that I was talking about, where you're gonna have the anxiety. It's like sometimes anxiety comes from like, I feel like I did something wrong, maybe because you did, or maybe because you didn't, but you're always worried that like that thing is gonna go awry, right? And so that fear kind of puts you into this like able to like manipulate people or swindle people basically. So just watch that energy. Or someone around you has that energy. So, but in the future, it shows that once all of this goes down, way, a little bit later, then you're gonna notice that you're just feeling way more creative. You're feeling much more abundant. You're almost like you have to like come out of this. And when you come out of it, you feel that abundance. So, what is... I feel like some of y'all were worried that you've had some kind of spiritual attacks or some issues with people and spiritually. And I feel like it's one of those like, if you've ever put out spells against someone, so to speak, they can backfire and end up back on you. And so so that's why when someone says, if you think someone's doing dirty magic against you, send them love, so that way it will backfire. It's like, it's almost like that happened. Like someone was like, I've sent love, and it backfired. So for that small group of people where you feel like there was some kind of spiritual attack, you need to use that compassion of just like, oh, bless their heart. They don't even know why they're trying to send me this thing, right? So I'm just gonna deflect that and just be like, I hope the best for you and love you, but I'm not gonna be dealing with that. And from there, you'll be able to stay in your, oh, I'm feeling much more generous. 1, 2, 3, 4, that's the right steps. And then you'll notice that you're gonna have full comprehension of your situation. You're gonna have this completion energy, success. Yeah. But with everything you're going through, 6 of Swords has come up twice for you. So yeah, very much staying put energy, more emphasis than other people. So what have the fairies got to say? Start to have some more positive expectations about what you're doing, because when you were having fun in the past, it was I don't want to say fake, but it was definitely like a mask you were wearing, and you were having very low expectations about this, and because they're covering with that 3 of Cups that I got earlier, and the 5 of Pentacles reversed. These are reversed. Yeah, so you were just, your expectations being very low, which nice to have low expectations for things so you don't get hurt. But it was almost like not like so you wouldn't get hurt, just so like you could kind of not be lazy, but just like, just whatever happens. So it's not go with the flow. It's more like, I can't even deal with this, basically. Yeah. Well, that's not advice, fairies. Okay, yeah, sexuality card came out. Okay, so yeah, you need to, I hate to say it, but when this is up, a lot of your anxiety is going to be around sexuality, about, do you feel sexy enough? Do you feel like you're getting your sexual needs met? I would say masturbate if you're by yourself, or even if you're in a relationship. Sometimes it's just helpful to like please yourself, because it's fast. You know what you like, kind of thing. And if you don't, it's a great time to find out what you like. That way it's easier to communicate it to others. So, okay, so I'm going to end there. Thank you so much for watching. Please comment, like, subscribe, share with another Libra. Please watch your sun, moon, and rising, please, because it's important. Sun, moon, and rising, friends. And it gives a full picture. There you go. I love you. I love me. I love us. I love we. I'll see you soon.